you swim upstream like a trout against norm. And then whatever little you achieve is only yours. It's not like everyone else. And
the key with me is just always finding what the anchor is. And the anchor is getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day before anybody else and grounding my thought process is in the no one will outwork me. No one.
Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week.
If you think that you're gonna go and accomplish something really special and be the best in anything in the world, and you think you can do it without working, you make a big mistake. Because no matter what I did, if it was in bodybuilding or in acting or if it is in the political arena, it always took a lot of work.
Nobody you know has become successful outside of it being given to them from their family. Nobody you know has actually created success without working their face off.
If your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be, to do that, you have to practice, you have to train. You want to train as much as you can, as often as you can. So if you get up at 10 in the morning, train at 12, train for 2 hours, 12 to 2, you have to let your body recover, you get back out, you train, start training again at 6, train from 6 to 8, and now you go home, you shower, you eat dinner, you go to bed, you wake up, you do it again, right? Those are 2 sessions. Now imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4, you go 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11, relax, and now all of a sudden you're back at it again, 2 to 4, and now you're back at it again, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4. And so now you do that as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. By year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch you.
You say you want this 20. You sure you want it? All right. What if I bend it like this, you still want it? I'm going to bend it like this again. You want it? Girl, I'm going to throw this thing. You still want that? Girl, all right, so you... You still want it? Because it never lost its value. You got it, go ahead. You've been beaten, you've been bruised, you've been twisted, you've been thrown down time after time, but you still got value. Just because you took a hit don't mean you lost value. You're still amazing. You're still fearfully and wonderfully made. You still got power. Tell somebody I never lost value.
But see, what is the choice? That you walk a path like everyone else, dressed in suits, go to work and come back and never have a legacy? Or you swim upstream like a trout against norm. And then whatever little you achieve is only yours. It's not like everyone else. And I'd rather have something that is my path, paved by me, something that is my legacy, my own self, my own achievement, than being one of the many successful people.
You need to change your mind because some of you are thinking about giving up because you're in a season of failure. But just because you failed doesn't mean that God doesn't have a bright future in store for you. It is always too soon to quit. But I want to remind you that failure is not final, it's formative. It is part of the process. It's part of the journey. Your failure matters as much as your success. How do you think you're gonna grow if you don't ever fail? Yet some of you have failed and you have decided, well, guess what? I'm a failure. No, failure is an event. It is never a person. Just because you failed doesn't mean that you're a failure. In fact, failure is actually fuel for your future. The way that you grow, the way that you advance, you have to fail in order to succeed. Like every one of my successes is stacked on top of failures. You need to get a revelation today that the joy is not in the success. The joy is in trying. The joy is in the process.
One of the things you would want to be sure to do is, whether you like it or not, get very comfortable, it may take a while, with public speaking, for example. I mean, that's an asset that will last you 50 or 60 years, and it's a liability if you don't like doing it and are uncomfortable doing it, that also will last you 50 or 60 years, and it's a necessary skill.